We've just seen an alert on Twitter that the Metropolitan Police are deploying live facial recognition in Croydon. But this is new. It's not using vans, it's using fixed cameras attached to lampposts up and down the high street in the centre of Croydon. So we're off to get the train down there now to see what's going on with this huge escalation in mass surveillance. Just got off the train at East Croydon Station. We're walking down to the main shopping street. And on our walk down, we've seen loads of coppers over here. They're pulling people over on motorbikes, checking things, don't know what they're checking. There's already crawling with police, and we're not even at where the facial recognition is being used yet. Just got to the area where the Metropolitan Police have installed these static cameras for the first time. We've seen live facial recognition deployed using vans, with CCTV cameras mounted on the top of them, scanning the face of everyone who walks past. The Met Police have been using these vans for almost a decade. But now their live facial recognition has evolved and they're deploying static cameras mounted on lampposts. These static cameras have been used before by police in South Wales. Earlier this year, we went down to Cardiff when England were playing Wales in the Six Nations and saw how South Wales police have created a zone of recognition around the entire city centre of Cardiff. And now the same technology is being used in London. We've just come around the corner onto North End, the main shopping street in Croydon. And right at the end of the road, there are facial recognition cameras mounted on lampposts here and here. They're scanning the face of everyone who walks past and beam that image to a Met Police computer, comparing those faces against a massive watch list of people the Metropolitan Police are looking for. At this end of the road, you can see at least 7 police officers staring at their phones, waiting for a match to potentially come by. There are also 2 people, security guards, seem to be watching the operation as well. The model they're using, we think, costs around £1,000 a pop. So just looking up here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, £6,000 worth of camera kit at this end of the street alone. Come with me, we're going to walk down this street and see what's going on at the other end of North End Road. Chris Philp is the MP for Croydon South, so he's one of the 2 MPs for this borough.
At my request, I asked for this to be particularly tried in the centre of Croydon, which is the borough that I represent in Parliament. And over the last 9 months or so, it's been deployed on a relatively regular basis, kind of once a week, something like that.
When he was policing minister, he was a massive advocate for live facial recognition. He pushed for the police here to use it more and more and more.
All this is a tool to enable the police to stop somebody and check their identity.
Despite this push and despite his zeal for live facial recognition, crime in the borough went up and not down between 2023 and 2024. We've come maybe 100 metres down from the corner of the road and we've already seen 2 more live facial recognition cameras on the lamppost behind me. And yes, another bunch of police officers stood looking at their phones, waiting for a match to happen.
I live just down the road. I didn't know anything about it until you told me. I'm not happy about it at all. I hadn't seen anything about it incoming. I wasn't aware. You pointed out those 2 cameras to me. There's still no sign about it or any. I wouldn't have known unless I just bumped into you now. And there's no way I support it at all.
And would it surprise you, since the police have started using any facial recognition in Croydon, crime has gone up in the borough, not down?
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. When did it start?
So they started using it in late 23-24, and we've looked at the crime data, and actually crime has gone up in between 2023 and 2024 when they started using it loads. Crime went up in 2024.
Wow.
We're now at the other end of North End Road, a few hundred metres away from when we first started. At the end of this road, we have 2 more lampposts with a further 3 cameras on each. Again, monitoring the faces, scanning everybody who walks past. These cameras are turning Croydon's main shopping street into a mass police lineup, checking the identity of everybody who walks past, comparing every single person against a massive police watch list. This kind of surveillance is unprecedented in the Western democratic world. It's used in China, it's used in Russia, it's not used in democracies in Europe or the US or Canada. It's not used in Europe because of the ban on live facial recognition due to the EU's AI bill, whereas in the US we've seen it try to use to be a massive pushback from local communities and civil society. The UK is the outlier in a democratic world for allowing this level of mass surveillance of people going about their daily business.
Really doesn't worry me personally, but I can see why people object. But I really all think that they know who we are and where we are anyway.
Obviously they try to do their job, but at the same time, like, people are trying to have their privacy. We try to just live their lives and all of that. I'm not trying to be careful looking at the facial recognition and all of that. So obviously it's like 50-50, you get me?
So the police say these to find violent criminals. Since they've started using it in Croydon, crime's gone up. So what do you think about that?
What, using these?
Yeah, since they started using the facial recognition, crime's actually gone up in Croydon, not down.
At this point, just remove it then if the camera's gone up, because like realistically, if they're using that, the camera's gone up, there's no point of using them in the first place.
Don't get me wrong, Croydon is an area where crime rates are high, but live facial recognition isn't going to stop this. Last year, there was a stabbing just yards from a police deployment of live facial recognition. Loads of officers stood there and missed a violent crime they barely even saw. While we've been down here in North End Road, we've seen a few stops, people matched by the live facial recognition cameras. We saw one guy who was stopped and let go, and the other stops were waiting to see what happens with them. So we've been down in Croydon for a couple of hours, and there's been mixed reviews of live facial recognition. There is some support, but a lot of people were really opposed to it, seeing a massive expansion of facial recognition by UK police forces, funded by the Home Office. And this use of static cameras here is the second example of this in the country after Cardiff. And it sets a really concerning precedent for the use of mass and unregulated surveillance in this country. Parliament has never voted on live facial recognition, yet it's been deployed in our town centres, attached to lampposts. Big Brother Watch is supporting a legal challenge by our director Silky Carlo and Sean Thompson, an anti-knife crime activist. Sean was wrongfully identified by the cameras in London Bridge and detained for a long period of time. We're now supporting and challenging the lawfulness of the Metropolitan Police's policies, whether they can use this technology. We want it off our streets. If, like us, you're really alarmed by the massive expansion of live facial recognition, you can find our website at bigbrotherwatch.org.uk. You can find us on social media. You can donate to our funds to help us campaign against this. Together, we can stop the expansion of live facial recognition in the UK.